wrote it sitting on the back porch of a friend's house. I lived in Phoenix for 17 years.
Yeah.
A couple of people here who love Phoenix. You didn't live there for 17 years. You know, I lived in Canada for 20 years before that. I grew up in Newfoundland, Canada. Canadians here also. And the prettiest part of Canada, Newfoundland, you know.
Yeah.
We're kind of like the rednecks of Canada. Yeah. No, we don't say hey, we say ally. Anyways, I moved to Phoenix, and I was going to go to LA to do film scoring, and then I got invited to church, and God wrecked my life.
Very good.
And I mean that in the true sense of the word, because my life was already a wreck. So it didn't take much. And I started, finished my degree at Arizona State. It took, you know, I was a 7-year undergrad student. So if you're a parent here and you have this college student who's in their 5th year, just keep on trying. And then I ended up working at a church because I needed health insurance. And it's literally how I was asked. I was like, oh, I'm trying to pray about the will of God, you know, in my life. And my pastor was like, do you need health insurance? So I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, here, take the job. And so I started writing songs. You know, the first rule of songwriting is you write about what you know. So I wrote a bunch of songs about girls, and then I realized I knew nothing about them. Like, oh, that's why they're bad songs. And so then I realized that I loved writing songs about God and about faith and about the church.
Yes.
Praying to God. Amen, brother. And it was always this thing where, you know, I'd write a song and we'd sing it at church, and someone would come up directly after and be like, thank you so much for writing that. And I thought, wow, this is a lot cooler than all the other graduates at the jazz department at Arizona State University. Because chances are they're playing at the Ritz-Carlton, you know, at some GlaxoSmithKline, you know, reception. Playing Autumn Leaves for the 697th time. So I was sitting on my roommate's porch one day. They call an Arizona room. It was 2002, and I was single. I was struggling with the will of God in my 20s, which, if you don't know this, when someone in their 20s says they're struggling with the will of God, it's because they're single. So that...
You
got everything else going for you. And so I turned to the scriptures and I opened up my Bible, and you know, Catholics, we love playing Bible roulette. You know, you just sort of open the Bible and look down. It's like better than a fortune cookie, you know what I mean? So, you look down and smoke might, okay, that's smoking's not involved in love life, so I turn the page. And I found St. Paul in the scriptures in 2 Corinthians struggling with something in his life, and he struggled with it so much it was like a thorn in his side. He says, 3 times I went to God and said, could you fix this for me? Could you remove this thorn on my side? And every time Jesus said, no, my grace is sufficient for you in your weakness. And for whatever reason, I realized that the operative word here was weakness. The grace was most sufficient in weakness. It wasn't most sufficient in strength. It wasn't most sufficient in intellect. It wasn't most sufficient when you're an incredibly well-behaving, moral person. Grace was most sufficient when you realized how weak you were. And I read that and I knew it was true, but my heart was struggling with that truth. So I thought, well, maybe if I write a song about it and sing it over and over and over again, the distance between my head and my heart won't seem so big. This little prayer came out. Great is your faithfulness, oh God. You wrestle with the sinner's restless heart. You lead us by still waters into mercy, and nothing can keep us apart. So remember your